What's going on, arcade nerds? I am at work right now. Off the clock. I mean, I will be on the clock later, but I'm off the clock right now. And I'm going to do some projects and stuff before I get started. And let me show you what we're going to do. Okay. My wife printed out alright, this is a centipede cabinet design. Okay? And if you don't know, if you draw a line from here to here on Centipede, that's the same exact cabinet as Asteroids Deluxe. And in the previous video, we made a mini Asteroids Deluxe, but I wasn't happy with the cabinet for a couple of reasons. The major reason is it was really difficult to fit the guts inside. Now, I could have fit the guts inside to make the mini Vector and all that, but I didn't like it. It was really tight, really packed. So instead of 1/4 scale, we are going to build a whole new cabinet 1/3 scale. Now, if we're going to make a cabinet 1/3 the scale instead of 1/4 the scale, that means we have to use a different size tube. Now, I just so happen to measure this tube, and it is exactly correct for the cabinet that we're building. And hopefully this thing works. I got this thing for $1 at a thrift store. Nice old TV. Beautiful. You know, a lot of these old electronics are beautiful. But okay, so anyway, so I have the same exact plug in the back of this tube, so I have a high suspicion this is just a plug and play into my existing setup. Now remember, my last monitor setup was designed for a larger tube, which was a hair larger than this, so we're actually good to go. Okay, so my wife cut this out, and I'm just going to lay it down, kind of mark about where this is going to be. And we're going to cut it with a jigsaw. So I'm basically going to connect the dots with this. Connect the dots. La la la. You know what that's from? Pee Wee Herman.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
But you guys get the idea. So I already cut the one out, just a rough cut. I'm going to have to do some sanding, of course. I'm just marking this one so I can cut the next one out. Then I'm probably going to clamp them together. And boy, this pen sucks. Probably going to clamp them together and hit it with a belt sander a little bit till they're both rounded, both straight, and they both match each other. Did that even mark? Yeah, it did. All right. Yeah, so the first sandpaper I used was, I don't know, 40 grit or something. Then I hit with 60 grit. Now I'm doing 100 grit. And probably gonna, whatever this is, what is this? 120? Nah, hey, whatever, some 120 grit. Probably finish up with some 220, and then I know both sides are exactly the same. You know what, it's probably fine. I'm more worried about it being smooth, so when I paint, give it that T-molding look, it's going to be, you know, smooth, and they accept the paint. This is good. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this sucker. I'm going to use this as just a spacer, so I know that's about where it needs to be, 1/4 inch from the bottom. And let me find, I bought these little tiny paneling nails. They're kind of like dollhouse nails. I'm going to go ahead and find those. Okay, so here's the nails. If you look over here, these nails are exactly a 1/2 inch, and I'm working with 1/4 inch wood, so it's damn near going to go through. So I got to be careful not to let it go through. But oh my god, this is so tiny. How do you put your hands there without smashing your fingers? Hold on, let me get a pair of pliers. No needle nose pliers. Tweezers. I'm going to put my finger here and try not to smash it too bad. There we go. That'll work. Just a couple on each side, just so the holds together while the wood glue dries. I did smash my fingers a little bit there. It was good. Oh. Looks good to me. Okay, let me wipe off this glue. I don't have the table set high enough. Okay, I measured this with a real asteroids deluxe, and this is the angle of the monitor bracket. And I'm going to, it's really close to the tube. The tube almost touches the bottom of the cabinet, I mean the side of the cabinet, so I'm going to make it a hair off. Let's say a 1/4 inch off over here. So if this was a real asteroids deluxe cabinet, it would actually be 3/4 of an inch off. So that's okay. That 3/4 of an inch is going to save me a lot of space on the bottom of that tube. But so far, this is the only measurement that is not exact. And I could fit it, but I don't want to. I don't like how close it is to the front of the tube. So we're gonna go 1/4 inch off. Okay, as you can see, we're trying to mount the bottom on right now. Right here are the brackets. See this line? That's where the monitor is supposed to be mounted, and we mounted it just a hair off to make it easier to fit our tube, which our tube is not exactly to scale because of the extra length of a smaller tube. But yeah, so I'm going to put this piece on right here, something like that, you know. Oh, where is it? There, something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to start putting all these together. Alright, we're getting there. Now I'm going to put this piece on over here. Okay, Kelly's wiping off the glue. Still got to get the top piece. As you can see, we accidentally put the runners on the wrong side on this one. So I'm going to have to Bondo this whole side. So because of that, I don't care. I put a few little screws, or nails through here, because I'm going to Bondo this all anyways. So whatever. I might just Bondo the entire cabinet just for the hell of it, so it kind of seals it. So when I paint it, this MDF doesn't suck up all the paint so much. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's stand this up. So actually, it's becoming a little asteroids. Okay, that's where the marks where it should be. Okay, it looks like I gotta cut something here and here, and because once I put the rest of the wood pieces in the front, I'll have to slide it from the back, just like the original cabinet. I gotta sand this area down. We're getting there. Okay, this is the top piece, and this is going to be my speaker. And I'm going to drill a couple holes. Side now. Okay. think? Should I drill one in the center too?
Looks fine with this. It's up to you.
I'm gonna drill one in the center. Maybe I'll regret it. Not bad. The wood glue will do the rest. Okay, I've been reading up on the internet, and whether this is a good idea or not, I don't know, but somebody said they like to do it. Now, there's a problem when you paint MDF, which is the type of wood I have right here. What MDF does is when you sand it, and even if you don't sand it, it has like it absorbs paint really well, especially on the edges. And it's really hard to cover, so you need to prime it, you know what I mean? But even primers get absorbed into MDF pretty easily. So what I'm going to do is what someone did online. Hopefully it's going to look good. I got a little bit of water in the bottom of this cup, and I'm going to thin out some regular wood glue. We're getting there. I'm going to thin some regular wood glue out with water. And I'm going to paint a really thin coat of watery wood glue all over this, and then I'll do my finishing sand. Hopefully this will work. I don't know. Maybe it's a mistake. Who knows? We'll see. But kind of sounds good. I mean, when you see wood glue, yeah, you just do a thin ass coat. And it'll kind of hold all those fibers in place for sanding, from what I'm reading online. Makes sense to me, at least. We'll see what happens. I'll paint this sucker up and put it in front of the fan and see what it does. Okay, I put that glue on here, and I did a quick, 2-second sand of 320, and I am very impressed with what the glue does. I was kind of skeptical, but here, just listen with my hand. Smooth, not smooth. And no matter how much you sand with this, without the glue, it just stays this way. So I'm actually pretty impressed with that. So, okay, right here. Rough. Smooth. And it's like sealed. So, I don't know. I'm kind of liking that. It stands in like 2 seconds. You can see the dust. I like it. I like it. So I guess from here, I'm probably going to take this home and see. I got to actually do some work here today at work. So, I'm gonna take this home, and I may, catch up with you whenever I figure out what to do at home with this thing. Maybe in this video I will finish, at least get it together. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, I got it home, and it turned out great. Looks awesome. Spin it around, Gilly. And you can see, you can see, turn it back, you can see the reflection. See that little scratch? I got a scratch in the paint. So what? There's going to be side art covering this after all, at some point. Spin it around some more. Yeah, it's just looks awesome. Looks great, and there's plenty of extra room for the electronics that couldn't fit before. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and unfortunately, I am going to Tennessee, and I may work for a month to a month and a half, or who knows how long for sure. I'm going to go to Tennessee to fix a guy's arcade collection, and so so it may be a couple months before I'm back at home and I actually, finish this. So, have a nice day. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. And eventually, whenever part 2 comes out, check out part 2.